Welcome. We are back. It's Flaminpit Part 2. My second guest today is Miss Kayla Wilburn. Welcome, Kayla. Kayla is a fashion designer, and her company's name, Fanny Lucille.
Yes.
So let's talk about where you got the name Fanny Lucille. Is that a person?
Yes. It's actually 3 people.
Okay.
Yep. Fanny was actually my great-grandmother, and Lucille was my great-great-grandmother, and it's also the middle name of my mom.
Oh, okay.
So that's the way I came up with it. Coming back home, I talked to my grandfather about my heritage. And so they were talking with me about how Fanny and Lucille were seamstress, and I never knew that.
Oh.
And so I was like, wow, I just wanted to kind of keep it in the family and use the family name. So that's how I came up with it.
So now, have you always been a seamstress? Is that how you got into design? As a
Kind
kid,
of.
were you sewing up everything?
I did.
Because I know I did.
Well, my grandfather, he introduced me to sewing. He used to take his socks and, like, when he would get holes in his pants from his wallet being in there, he would always
all that
sew it
money.
up. I know, right? So he would use a sewing machine to sew up the holes. And so I became interested when I was in the 7th grade. And he taught me how to do a straight line and how to thread the sewing machine. So that's how I became interested in it.
Now, did you have the sewing machine with the foot pedal? The old one with the one pedal in the middle?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
He had one, but I didn't learn how to use
Right,
that one.
that's what my grandmother had, and I didn't learn to use that one. I learned to sew by hand before I was able to use machine, but she made a lot of stuff by hand.
Oh, wow.
So now, how long have you been a seamstress in the sense of design? When did you start getting into design?
I went to Central Michigan and majored in fashion and merchandising. So that's when I became actual designer, quote unquote, I guess. And I graduated from there in 2008 and began my life in the industry. We started with me just being a seamstress at a local boutique that my friend owned. And then I went off to New York to actually get industry experience being a designer in New York.
I didn't know the local colleges like CMU taught fashion design. I thought you had to go somewhere like, New York right off the bat, like Parsons.
Right. Or
Did you go to Parsons?
I did not. I have not. I looked into taking some classes, but most of my education was at Central Michigan, and I also studied abroad in London. So.
Now, how does that happen that you end up in London? You're kind of young to be traveling the world.
I know.
But your family was like, no, you're not going by yourself. You got to have an escort.
Right. Well, I was planning it for a while. It's a process that you have to go through about 8 months prior to you actually going overseas. So we prepared for a while, and they just let me go. They offered it one time. Somebody came in our classroom. They said there was opportunity. We had partnered with AIU in London, so we could get credit for taking classes that we needed already.
Right.
So I'm like, why not go to London and take classes?
So now where else have you gone abroad? Because I know I met you last year, and you were talking about this, and I was surprised and then somebody else mentioned your name, and it was just like, I said, I just met her.
Right.
They started talking about Fanny Lucille and everything. So, you said you got to go to London and you got to go to New York. So what other kind of places and adventures have you been on and like moving you in the fashion world?
Well, I studied in London, and then what really made me travel while I was there is I got the wrong stamp on my passport.
So where'd you end up?
I didn't get the working stamp. I got to go in through customs, but I couldn't start my internship that I had that Monday, and so I had to travel that weekend. So I went to Paris that first weekend that I was there, right before my 21st birthday. And then I also went to Milan, Italy, and got to see the fashion there. And
that's
I've been
the place.
Yes. Oh, my headphones are falling off. My little hump. And I've also been to Barcelona, Spain. Just there. I love traveling. That's usually where I get my inspiration from. So I try to go places.
Europe is the place. I mean, I haven't been. Well, I've been to Alaska, and I feel like I've seen the world. But I want to go where you went.
I want to go to Alaska.
So now, did the class go? Did you go as part of a class, or were you just out on your own doing all that traveling?
I was on my own. I actually connected with my flatmates there, and we just started traveling. As soon as we got there that first week, I had just met them, and I just asked them, because I didn't have anybody to go to Paris with.
Right.
I can't go alone.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go by myself.
And I just met them. We got there that Wednesday, and I left that Friday. So they were eager to go. We all were eager to go. I guess just even taking that step to go to London, you want to see more.
Right.
And while you over there, you can travel so cheaply. It was only about £30 to go back and forth on a round trip to Paris. So
now a pound is what, $1.90?
Yeah. At the time, it was $1.99, and I was very disappointed in my funds.
At 9 cents.
Yeah. Because I didn't think about that. I was young in college, so I didn't really think about the different currencies that they had.
Right.
So, I'm thinking I have thousands of dollars to spend while I'm there. I'm going shopping.
Right.
I get there, it's cut in half. Right. I'm like, what?
So that you had to change all your currency from, like, when you go to Paris, you got a certain thing.
Right.
And you go to London, you got a certain thing. And Spain, you got something else.
Yeah. Well, they use euro.
Oh, so everybody is a euro.
Well, there was a pound.
A pound in London.
Yeah.
And then a euro. Now, what's a euro?
A euro is about $1.49.
So that's how much $1 would be worth. $1.49.
Well, actually, it'd be $1.49 is €1.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
it's an extra 49 cents on our dollar.
Yeah, on our dollar.
For €1.
But then you might back up and it'd be like 99 cents.
Yeah.
Dollars losing track,
Yeah. They lost a lot of money.
But it had to be a big adventure, because when I watch travel shows, and every time I see them changing money and stuff, like, especially like on The Amazing Race and places like that, when they have to keep changing the money, I was really nervous. I mean, even though Alaska's in the States, and we switched over to Canada, I was like, I'm getting kind of nervous. I don't know how much my Canadian money is, which the most should I change it? Should I?
Right.
I mean, now you over here in Europe.
Right.
So what kind of adventures did you run into other than fashion?
Well, in Spain, we ran into a lot of people scheming us because we were Americans and we didn't speak as much Spanish as we thought we knew, We had
you were saying "see" to everything.
Right. And so we did have this one time getting to the airport. We went to the wrong airport.
Oh my goodness.
And it was maybe an hour away. So we had to take a cab. And we took the cab, and he told us he was going to charge us a certain amount. When we got there, he told us because he went rapido, Oh,
like he went fast.
Right. That he was charging us another €100 for that.
Wow.
So we were like, so we didn't know what to do. We're in a different country. We have to get back.
Right.
And we didn't want to get stuck in customs. It was just a lot. But so it was we learned a lot just dealing with a lot of different countries and a lot of different people. And you think, when I went over there, I was just telling somebody about this the other day, you really start to just really tell people, like, I'm American, I'm from America. You take pride in saying that you're from America, because everybody is taking pride in where they're from and the country that you're in, that you're like, I'm American, But a lot of people really don't care about that. And when you're in a different country, they try to take advantage of you.
Right. So maybe you don't want to say you're American.
Right.
You want to start you talking with an accent
somewhere. Yes. And not looking like a tourist.
Right. Don't break out the cameras.
No. Don't do it. Just blend in with the crowd.
Yeah, whatever they say, be like,
yes.
So now, when you was over there, did you actually get to work as far as making some designs that you brought back and you can say, like, I actually made this while I was over there? Or was it just mostly just classes? I mean, what was it?
It was classes, and then I had an internship. And at the time, I thought that I wanted to go more into styling and visual merchandising, for different stores. So I
That's
applied
like fixing the mannequins.
Right.
Okay.
And we did trade shows, fixed the mannequins for trade shows. So I interned for a company called Jaeger. And we did all the windows. They had several stores in central London. So we would travel. I was there 3 days a week. So we would travel to all the different stores, fix all the mannequins, and come up with the concept that we wanted for all the stores to follow, so that when you go in each store, you get the same experience.
Yeah.
So we did that. I worked in the office for 1 day and then out on the road for 2 days.
So how long did you stay?
3 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's an adventure.
Yeah, it was.
So what did they pay like?
I didn't get paid. Oh,
you didn't get paid as an intern. That's right.
Just an intern.
So you had all your own money that you had to make it last,
right?
Or come
the
up
whole
with.
Time.
Yeah.
Right. And I was trying to wait. You try to wait till the last part and then buy up everything.
Right. Bring it back with you.
Yeah. So we try. I tried to do that, and I learned a lot about money management too.
Right.
With that experience, because I was out there by myself and
buying up. Ooh, that's sharp. I want that.
Everything. But I have to remember that my account is in dollars, not pounds.
Right. That would be kind of confusing, because by the time you get ready to come back, you might be broke.
Right.
You might be standing with your hand out or something like, "Can you help a sister get back?"
Right. I was waiting for my financial aid, that was it was a good experience though.
But they give you financial aid over there, like over here? I mean,
okay. Well, everything went through my home school. So I have all my financial aid and finances that I already have for the school. They were just transferred over to their school.
Oh, right. Okay. Because I wondered about, you get over there and all your money's gone. Like, what happens then? You have to get a job.
Right. And you can't really, unless you have a working stamp on your passport. So, unless you find something under the table or something like that. But on mine, like I said, I had to go back through customs in order to get the stamp to be able to work.
One.
Right.
How did they give you the wrong one?
Because on the letter, they didn't state that I was actually going to be working. It was just saying that I was going to be attending school and class. And they kind of give you an overview of where you're staying, your address and stuff like that. But it never said that I was working. So, they sent me the wrong letter. So it's really the university's fault.
Right. But now, look at you.
Right.
So now when you get back to the state and you got your mind set up, this is what you want to do. So how did you get started?
Well, I went back to school, graduated, and then I moved back here. And one of my friends opened up a boutique called Silk Rush, and it was a resale boutique where we basically went out and did like a lot of buying in the area and out of the area to find a lot of things that people want. Kind of like, how everybody's into vintage now, but we were a little bit ahead of our time at this time. Because a lot of people like our age weren't as into it as they are now. But we did that, and I was a seamstress and also a salesperson and whatever else he needed me to do at the store, because it was just 3 of us that worked there daily. So that's how I started. I had a collection that I called Velocity at that time, and I did a lot of dresses, basically a lot of custom pieces like I'm doing now with Fannie Lucille. But that's how I started. I started off doing that, and then I actually went to New York and did Fashion Week.
I would love to do a Fashion Week. It looks so wild. Yes. I would love it.
It was the best experience ever. And that happened because one of my friends that I went to Central Michigan with, she allowed me to come and live with her and go and volunteer at Fashion Week, and also intern with her at Rockaware while I was there.
Oh.
And that was only a week, so I made the best of it.
That's what I'm saying. You probably never slept.
No, I didn't sleep, and I didn't tell my family, because when I went, I just found the email of the person who was over the volunteers for Fashion Week there. And I emailed her, and she told me, maybe she can get me in, because it was really only supposed to be for FIT and Parsons students. It wasn't for people outside of New York. And so, I explained to her how I really wanted to go and I needed to go there, and I never heard a response back with my schedule. Everybody's supposed to get a schedule, right? But I never told my friends or my parents that.
Wow.
And so I just went off. I just took a step of faith. I just felt like I'm supposed to be here. I already know where I'm supposed to be. I'm just going to show up. So I went out there, and I showed up at this lady's trailer, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm from Michigan." And I talked to you on the email. She's looking at me like, "What are you doing here? Like, I never responded to you." And I'm like, "Well, I came all the way from Michigan. Like, can you just give me something to do?"
Right. I'm here now.
Yeah. So that's how it started. And I just started interning for designers at Rockaware. I asked a lot of questions. They gave me a lot of input. That time I moved back to Michigan. continue with the store, and then I finally went back again to Fashion Week, volunteered again, stayed with my friend, but she was moved to a different company,
right,
which was at Mark Echo. And actually, when the week that I went, an intern, their contract stopped the week before I went, and so she needed another intern, and she asked me could I move back to New York in a couple weeks, and I did it.
On the plane.
Right.
Yeah, buddy. I'll be there.
Right. Didn't know how again.
Right.
But I made it. So.
Well, that's perseverance. You knew that's where you were supposed to go, and you made it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of outfits have you made since you've been here? I saw you on Channel 12. It was so cute. You guys up early, and they was like, she's up early, smiling and everything. I was like, I know she's, because I've done a 5 o'clock interview before, and I mean, it was all I could do to keep my eyes open. But you guys looked like you were just perked up and ready to go.
Yeah, I think that was the time I was on there with Danielle. Was it that time?
You were by yourself with Mark.
For Vehicle City Fashion Week.
Yeah.
When we had the tailspins.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I said 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh man, those are early shows.
Yes, and I was so glad they made it because those girls they're high school students.
Oh,
so they came before school,
and
they were so happy that made me happy for them being there and being a part of it. So.
Yeah, and that had to be a long day for them, to go through school.
Right. And they don't drink coffee, so they just run it up their own energy.
But that's good though, because like they were saying, you looked like you knew what you were doing. You were not nervous at all. And people that had gone to the event said that it turned out really well.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see that. And plus, like I say, you're so young to be doing this kind of thing. That's why I like to bring in people that are doing stuff that, like, you would think you'd have to be a whole lot older to get to that step, and you're already doing it at a young age.
Thank you.
So I think it's, I'll be 60 in a couple months. So what can I say?
Right, and you're awesome.
But thank you. But I want to know, like, when you started making your skirts and stuff, like, where do you have a place where you just, like, a building or wwhatever where you go and make your stuff, or do you doing it from home? You got all the neighbors helping you. All the little kids come in sewing on buttons.
Well, I did just get an intern, so I'm happy about that. And she was actually my student because I teach sewing and fashion classes at Southwestern after school program.
Oh, okay.
So she actually did a collection in the show, so she's helping me. I also have my my mother-in-law. She helps me as well to sew everything, but I do everything out of my home. I've been looking for a place to go and kind of make it into my fashion house.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I haven't got to that step yet.
That's coming.
It's
coming.
So I just revamping my little room I have.
Have you little room in the side, it'd be like, this is the fashion house for now.
Right.
This is Fannie Lucy.
Yes. I got my little sign on the wall and everything.
That's cute. Well, see, that's motivation because, you see the sign now and eventually it's going to be like a sign.
Right.
With lights and, Now, you said you teach a class at Southwestern. Do you teach them anywhere else? Because I know at the church that I volunteer, they have like after school programs and they have artists and different things like that. And they were saying that they might want to add some different things. And so, is that something that you think you would like to branch out and aside from teaching there, like maybe do a class somewhere else?
I'm open to that.
Okay.
I did, I've just been doing it in schools lately. I tried to do it with Carmen. They also have like a center where they do classes and stuff like that too. But I didn't end up doing that one. But I did at Beecher with the career program as well last summer. So I'm open to it.
Oh, okay. Because I know they have, I think they have like one night they do karate, and I know they have different arts and crafts type things. And, so, and I like to sew. I like to play chess and different things like that. And so I was just thinking if I was going to come up and like teach them how to do something, it's like, what would it be? I mean, I'm just all over the place.
Right. Got all kinds of talent.
Yeah, I mean, I just all over the place, and you got to get something to focus on that they can stay focused on. And I don't know any little girls that maybe not like to make jewelry or, because I want to learn how to make jewelry. Now, I've made purses, I've crocheted, I've made clothes and decorating, design and stuff like that, but I've never made jewelry.
Oh.
So that's one thing. I want to learn how, and every time I'm in Walmart and I see the kits, I keep thinking about I want to do it, but I'm scared. I don't even know why.
Start with something small.
That's why I'll start with a bracelet. I always say I want to do a bracelet. when I was selling art, we did this event down at this new housing down in Burton. They had the big showroom, and this lady made jewelry, and she made, I bought this bracelet from her. It was like a set of dice. And it was so cute. It was like blue and white dice. And every time I look at it, it's like, gee, I want to make jewelry like that. Because I love to do stuff, necklaces, and it would save me a lot of money.
Yeah.
But ain't nothing like having a piece of jewelry. You know, I was like, throw it on.
Yes.
My son's like, get out of there. You don't need no more earrings.
I know, I'll be making jewelry out of anything.
Anything. So, I know, because then it's your own.
Right.
That's the idea. You want it to be unique to you.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So now when you said, I saw some of your outfits and you call them the tailspin, now those look like you can wear front or back.
Right.
Are they like that? Are they pull on that you can just wear front and back?
Mm-hmm. You can wear it to the front or to the side or to the back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you've made purses. Mm-hmm. Did you bring anything that you can show us?
I did. I have this purse.
Oh, that's a purse?
It is.
I thought it was a backpack.
Yeah, everybody thinks that when they see it. I was like, is it because I try to incorporate sports into it?
Yeah,
so
and plus,
it does
you got these little hooks and stuff. So I just thought it was a backpack.
Yep,
this is a big purse.
Yep, you could put everything. I put everything in here.
For
I got my
real?
iPad in there, clothes, shoes, whatever. It's like one of those bags that you can use.
It's an overnight bag.
Yes,
that's
kind
for
of like
your
what
quick
it
trip
is.
to New York.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. This is a Subway bag.
That's right. That's right. Throw it across you like this and keep your hands free.
Mm-hmm. This is one.
Now that's cute though. It is cute, but it's just big.
It is. I have this one, and I also have. Let's set this down. This is my little clutch. I love so much.
So you like triangles?
I do. I like shapes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and I love like the patterns honds too.
Oh yeah.
So I love like the pop.
Mm-hmm. Now this one you got so I can put your cell phone. Oh, it's got money in it. John. It's got money in it.
They got to come.
They come with money. I'm ready to buy a purse.
Here's another one. It's another colorway that I did. Same
bag. Okay.
Yep, and then.
So now, where do you get? You have supplier, like a local supplier, or where do you get all your stuff?
Various places.
Is this
my
my
little
headband? Oh, Suki, now look at that. That is too cute.
Headbands in here.
The headband to match the purse.
Mm-hmm. This one doesn't match, but it's like a little bow.
Oh, now see, these are what I need for my head. They'll fit. Not having any hair. Let me see. All right, let me see. Get this, Johnny. How you like it? It's going to slide on my head. Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, how you like it, Johnny?
So it doesn't look too bad, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's real cute.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm. You know, it reminds me of the little baby girls. They all
I
have
was say that. Yeah, I was gonna say baby girl Lisa.
No, I know it. I said one time when I shaved my head, I wanted to shave my head so I could wear these little balls.
Now's your chance.
Now is my chance, but these are really cute.
Thank you. This is just a little custom bag I did. It's little bows.
Oh yeah,
more denim.
This is denim.
Yep.
And these are all custom made from your little spot.
Yes.
And it's pretty roomy in here too. It doesn't look like it, but you can fit a few things in there.
Mhm.
And it's sturdy.
Yep, and then that's it. I have these T-shirts too. I've been my theme for the year is believe.
Mhm.
So we have these little.
But now who's supposed to fit this?
But you know what? A lot of people say that, but that's a medium.
Who's supposed to fit this?
That's a medium.
This is not. What's it fit? One thigh?
I have a small, medium, large, extra large, and we can get extra large.
Did
too.
you make these?
I didn't make them. I came up with the graphic.
Girl,
But I didn't make that.
You're going to have to come bigger than this. Look, I be like Monique said, put me two together. What am I supposed to fit this on? You know? I don't even think my head will fit in here.
Yes, it will.
That's cute, but it's not for me. You're going to have to make me a bigger one.
Okay, I'll make you.
That's
I'll
all
get
it
you
is.
a bigger one.
Yeah, she need a big, I ain't showing all of this goodness. You can't be, no. You can't be
one more away from the body.
Yeah, that's really cute. I like the design down the side, the name and everything. But you gotta be real. Yeah. We all can't be models.
But they're not. It's really a medium though. Everybody say that though.
Yeah, because it looks like junior teens should be wearing those.
Yeah.
Instead of misses.
Yeah. A lot of people wear the tees though.
The thing is, they wear them too tight. Everybody can't wear them little shirts, but they'll squeeze in them
we
anyway.
don't want the squeeze.
I'm not wearing the squeeze.
I don't want the squeeze.
No. You will never see me in a squeeze. Be like,
I know.
With all this showing, be like, is that the Michelin Man shirt?
That's what my husband said.
Michelin Man in black. No.
Right, we don't need that. We don't need that.
I'd rather get true to size, bigger, than to be like, oh yeah, this look good on me, don't it?
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't let you do that.
No, if you let me go out the house like that, you better kill me. Shoot me dead. Because we can't do that.
Let's set it right here.
But anyways. So what do you have coming up? Any future adventures coming up? I know you did the fashion show. You got another fashion show coming up?
Yeah, we're going to do Vehicle City Fashion Week again in November. It's going to be the third week of November, so we're going to do that again. As far as coming up soon, I don't have anything sooner than that. That's going to be happening in the community, but we're starting to prepare for it already. So.
Oh, well, that's good to get your models and your site and everything. Now, where'd you guys have the last? Was at the Whiting or?
Sloan.
Sloan
Museum.
Have I ever been in there? I don't even think I've ever been in the Sloan Museum. I've been in the planetarium. I've been in FIA and the Whiting, but I don't think I've ever been in the Sloan. That's where all the cars and stuff.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I know I haven't been there then. We had planned on when they had that old car collection. I had planned on going, and I never did make it. But I would like to actually see a fashion show like that because I've never, how you sit down on the side. Yeah, I've never done that.
You can do it this year.
John, we're going to be in that fashion show.
Well, I'll be watching it.
You can be in it too.
No, that's all right. I was at one, actually, years ago, they had a fashion show. This girl I knew was in it up there at St. Joe's Hospital. Yeah, they had like a real big social scene going on there, and they had a fashion show, and she was in it, and so I was there to take pictures for her, and it was pretty impressive the way they set it up there.
Yeah,
and that was years ago, back when St. Joe was St. Joe, not Genesis.
Yeah,
and it was here in Flint, not in Grand Blanc.
Right.
Yeah. We're the only place that's actually saw all their hospitals move out of the city. It's just bizarre. Well, not all of them, but we have 3 left, but we had like 3 more.
Yeah. But that's good. I'm glad to hear that you're going to have another one, and hopefully I get to go to that one because I know at the time you had yours, I was running in the midst of about 5 different things, and so now that I do have a little more time, I plan on not making my schedule as hectic as it was last year because it was just too crazy. I just had to cut back on a whole lot of stuff, and that way I have time for myself and get out and do stuff because I like going to the events. Just if I don't do anything but take pictures and post them on Facebook, it's like, look, I was here. Right. It's like one more little way of promoting it. You got your pictures, I got my pictures.
Right.
But yeah, I liked the skirts and stuff, and I looked at them, and first thing I said was, I probably could move that to the back or to the side, and that's the first thing I thought.
I'm glad you thought about that.
I was like, I know you can put that fan somewhere else except right in the front.
Yep.
And it's really cute because idea. Now, what kind of tops have you made? Because I've only seen, I think, the skirts and the purses.
I haven't did many tops. I did make the top that I have on. But most of the tops or the dresses that I do that are like upper body are just on a custom basis. So I'll post them, but as far as it being in the collection, I have it.
So are your outfits, they're not going to be like all custom. They're just you're going to have pattern sizes.
Yes.
So you think I can just come in the store?
Yeah. Eventually, but for now, it's more of a custom. Yeah. So like it's more of a client to client. So if you wanted something, then I would measure it for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to break out that big tape measure.
No.
Okay, we'll make it for you, Lisa. I got a tape measure that'll fit.
I think it's better when it's custom for you because.
Well, yeah, because then you figure nobody else can fit it just like that.
Right.
Well, and then the bad thing about that is, like, I've seen them in the resale shops, and I can tell they're custom to that person.
Yeah.
I don't even want to try
I
because
know. I've seen that too.
Yeah, you can see
Like
the
somebody
stitching.
made this.
Right. And I've gone to yard sales and found stuff that's custom, and it's like, ain't no sense in trying it on.
Right.
So what about jackets and coats? You're going to branch out into Fannie Lucille coats?
Eventually. I've been designing actually for the upcoming collection that will be presented at this Vehicle City Fashion Week. So I do have some jackets and dresses in there too.
You going to do any leather?
I have been working with leather. The problem is I can only do like a very thin, like a lower.
Yeah, you don't
volume.
have the machine.
Right, I'll need
heavy
more
duty.
of an industrial machine. So if anybody out there that's, looking to donate one, I'm open to receiving that. Because every time I've tried to do like heavy duty leather, it just wrecks my machine.
Pop the needle.
Yeah. So I don't want to, And once you put that hole in the leather, it's done.
Right. You can't take it back. Because I know I tried working with denim like that, and denim is another hard one. You got to have the right kind of sewing machine, the right tension.
Yeah.
Because my sewing machine, in fact, I got to take it and get it clean. I think it's growing dust bunnies. I got to take it over to Singer and have them clean it out for me. And because I do a lot of sewing through the summer, but I'm like the Godfather's attorney. I have one client. And his stuff is all custom to him.
Right.
But that machine gets so dusty because I do other stuff. I make comforters and pillowcases and sheets and curtains and stuff like that, So, but you branched into that later.
Later.
Wouldn't there be something to have pillowcases that say FL?
Yeah. I have made pillows for my house. But that's as far as it goes.
That's another story. When you branch out of that little room into the big fashion house, then you start doing home decor.
Right.
I'll be there for that part of it. Okay. I want to see plates with Fannie Lucille written on the bottom and all of that. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
See, I'm just all over the place.
I know. I'm making note in my head.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm just a little nerdy girl. But anyways, I want to thank you for coming in today. I'm glad you took the time and, fit me into your schedule. I know everybody's busy.
Yeah, thank you.
But I, just watching you on Facebook, and it was like, now that I have some extra slots again, I can squeeze people in because we do 2 shows a day, and I actually have, 3 slots right now that I can put people in.
Okay.
So I'm glad that we were able to fit you in today.
Thank you so much for thinking about me.
You're so welcome, now. So if you have any info that you would like to give out, like contact information you want to give out so people can contact you, you can do that.
Okay. You can reach us at fannielucille.com. That's FANNIELUCILLE. And I can be reached also at email at kayla@fannielucille.com.
You want to spell Kayla? Because you know how people mess up your name.
It's KALA.
Right. I was surprised how many people was like, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Kala.
I know. Everybody's saying that too. Kala?
Is it? That's like Quaid. They never want to say Quaid with one syllable. They want to make it 2.
Right.
Quade. Okay.
Right.
So anyways, we want to thank Kayla for coming in today and wish you well, and make sure you keep in contact so we probably get you back on the show again to promote the event, you get closer to that time.
Okay.
Just let me know. Right now I'm booked into August.
Okay.
So if you have a date already set, then just let me know. We'll plan on getting you in again, and you can promote and bring some more of your little designs.
Okay.
And I shouldn't say little, that doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean.
Right, I know what you mean.
Cute designs.
Right.
But anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Flaminpit Show Part 1 and Part 2. So next week we have Miss Charlotte Lancaster of Building Strong Women coming on. So make sure everybody tune in next week at noon. And for today, this is Flaminpit, and we're signing off.